Hi there, Kay Sanders here, your intuitive business coach, helping you turn your passion into a successful and thriving business. Now, in today's topic, in today's daily insights, I would like to talk to you about why list building is so very important to your success. Now, I'm sure you've heard the saying that the money is in the list, right? Maybe you've even tried to build your list in the past and maybe it didn't really work out so well, or maybe you didn't even put a whole lot of attention towards building your list at all. Maybe you're just so focused on social media and you're not really building your list. Now, what if I would tell you that if you would build your list and if you would nurture that list, it could actually get you clients? Wouldn't that be something? So today I'm gonna want to talk to you about why list building is so very important, why you actually cannot afford not to build your list. I'm going to share four list building strategies with you that will help you kickstart your email list. And of course, I'm going to also share with you a little bit how you then can convert or inspire them to become paying clients. So let's start out with why is it so important? Why can you not afford not to build your list? So like I mentioned, the money is in the list. And it is so very true because your list, that's your warm market, or also what I like to call is your list of raving fans. So they've already said yes to you in some kind of shape or form, right? So it is so much easier to inspire them into becoming paying clients than cold traffic. Because cold traffic, let's say you're making an ad on social media or a post on social media. People don't really know you. They don't really like you because they don't know you, and they sure don't trust you because they don't know you. So it's so much harder to get them to say yes to you than if you send out emails, if you build your list, you nurture that list, and then you make an offer. It's so much easier to inspire those people that have been following you to become paying clients or take you up on your offer than someone, if you just blurt something out. It's like the same if you would open the window and say, I need clients, this is what I offer, you need to come to me. It's the same thing with, making an ad on social media or doing something like that, trying to convert cold traffic into paying clients. Okay. Now, if you don't build your list, if you really say, you know what, I don't want to build my email list, it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually get clients. So you're going to keep chasing after clients. It is so much harder, like I said, if you don't have your list, because no one really takes you up on your offer if it's cold traffic, right? Because like I said, they don't know, like, and trust you. So let's talk about those four strategies that I mentioned that I want to share with you that can help you really kickstart your list building strategy. The first one, and that's really the most used one, is lead magnets. A lead magnet is something that you offer for free, something that's like a downloadable something. It can be an ebook, a checklist, a report, email series. It could be like a mini course, where they get over a couple of days, they get different emails with a video or something like that. It could be an assessment or something else, something that when they click, yes, I want that, they're going to get something right away. It's something of value. It solves somewhat of a problem. I mean, it doesn't solve an entire problem, but maybe part of a problem. So for example, I could create a lead magnet about how do you create a lead magnet? Right? So how do you create the document or how do you come up with an idea? So that could be a great lead magnet. It's something that your ideal client would want, right? So it has to be of value because they have to put in their email address, their information to be placed on your email list. So it has to be something of value. But lead magnets, that's usually the one thing that is very easily created. It doesn't really take a whole lot of effort to actually put it online and then just drive traffic to it. So it's a very low, investment time-wise, financial-wise to actually get that up and running. Now, the second strategy is virtual summits. That can be a self-hosted where you host this virtual summit, or it could also be where you just appear as a guest. Both are great for exposure and amazing list building strategies. Now, of course, if you self-host a summit, that's going to blow up your email list. I mean, you can grow your email list anywhere from a few hundreds to a couple of thousands of new subscribers if you host it yourself, right? So you also can build your list if you're just appearing as a guest, because usually when you appear as a guest on a summit, you get to offer a lead magnet. So you can build your list as well. So let's look at both a little bit closer. So a self-hosted one, it really, really boosts your list. I mean, it gives you massive exposure. It can grow your list. So like I said, potentially anywhere from a few hundreds to maybe even a couple of thousand of new subscribers if you're doing it the right way. it is massive exposure, and you're also being seen as the leader, and the list is yours, right? So all of those people are signing up for the summit, the list is yours. You don't have to share that, right? Now, if you are a guest speaker, the list for all the people that are signing up for the summit, of course, are not yours, but you still get great exposure, and it will also help you build your list because, like I mentioned, you get to offer a lead magnet. Same with podcasts, you get to offer something. I mean, of course, it's not as powerful, but I've heard from people, they have gotten hundreds of new subscribers. Now, the problem is with being a guest on a summit is you usually have to have a certain list size already to be considered to be a guest on a summit, right? So it is also limited as far as how much you can build your list. Because like I said, only those who actually opt into your offer will be on your list, so not the entire one. But I highly recommend do both. I mean, if your list size is very, very small, I would highly recommend host your own summit. Yes, it's a little bit more work. I mean, I'm not going to go into that right now, but if you would like some more information about that, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you on that. But, if you already have somewhat of a list size already, do both is going to be very, very, very beneficial. If you're just starting out with list building, host your own summit. First one is a lot of fun. Yes, it's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun, and a lot more great opportunities can actually come from hosting your own summit. Like I said, I'm not going to go into that, but, just list building for list building purposes, virtual summits, either self-hosted or as a guest speaker, very beneficial for your business, for your list building strategy. Now, the third one is webinars. It's where you offer valuable training, like you solve part of a specific problem that leads then usually into an offer. I mean, most webinars nowadays is really, it is a sales approach because usually at the end you do make an offer, but you can provide a lot of great value, and you want to provide a lot of great value within the context of the webinar. Because then when you make that offer at the end, first of all, people are a lot more inclined to actually say yes to you at that point, because during the webinar, they already got to know, like, and trust you. But, if they don't take you up on an offer, they're still on your email list, and I'll talk to you here in a minute about how to convert them. But webinars also a great way to build your list, because people have to sign up for the webinar, register for the webinar in order to be part of that, and then they're on your list. Now, the fourth strategy is you can host challenges. I mean, nowadays, like the Facebook challenges are very, very popular, where they also sign up to be on your list, and they receive content via email. So usually what people do is they create pre-recorded videos, send them in an email each day, but then you also have that Facebook group where you go online live, do Facebook Lives each day for the additional support. You can get to engage with people, you can build relationships faster, and then also you can make an offer at the end. So these 4 strategies are really, really powerful. Like I said, lead magnets, virtual summits, webinars, and hosting a challenge. And of course, there are so many more, but those 4, if you do just one of those and do them effectively, maybe add a second one in there, very, very powerful. So they really will help you build your list, okay? Now let's talk about how do you really convert them. Once these people are on your list, what you want to do is you want to nurture that relationship. You really want to provide a lot of great content, because, you even can do like a follow-up series. So once they come onto your email list, you can have like a follow-up series. So for example, for the webinar, you can have a follow-up series of 3 to 5 to 10 emails that provides content, that makes offers, and leads them into take the next step with you. But if they don't take you up on an offer, that's fine. Sometimes it can take years before someone is ready to work with you, but you want to keep nurturing that list. So you want to email them not just once a month, not just once a week. I mean, once a week is like the minimum. Ideally, you want to email your list multiple times a week. And if you want to be completely courageous, email them daily. But you want to provide them great content. And usually the ratio that I like to go by is 90% value and like content and 10% hard offers. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make any offers in between. You can make those soft offers like, hey, I have a lead magnet here, check it out. That will be helpful. Or, here, click here to check this out. Or here, is one of my programs, on sale right now, but within the context of really providing value. Like a hard offer would be really a sales offer. Like, today I have this special, you got to sign up right here, discount, yada, yada, yada. That is just one email, just hard offer. You want to keep those at about 10%. So 90% really providing value, providing content, and making soft offers, and only 10% really making a hard offer. Like I said, you can make those soft offers in between, but what you want to do is you want them to get to know, like, and trust you. When they're ready, when you've provided them with value, when they got to know, like, and trust you, they will come to you whenever they're ready and take you up on your offer. Like, you might have people on your list, that's going to take some time. But the thing is, once you have them on your list, you get to be on top of their mind. So by nurturing that relationship, by sending them emails, by really providing great content, they get to know, like, and trust you. Eventually, they are ready to become your clients. Now, let's look at it from that kind of point of view. Like gardening, when people come onto your list, that's like planting the seed. So you're putting the seed into the ground. Then you provide great content, which is watering the seed, which is nurturing the seed, right? Because you want to make it grow. Now, after a while, that seed actually turns into more, turns into a flower, tree, whatever, which also equals paying client. But what you need to know is it takes time and nurturing. There are very, very few times when someone sees you, meets you, says, hey, I need to work with her, I need to work with him, and signs up with you right away. It happened to me like a couple of times, but usually it's really something where people are on my list, and then from there, I inspire them to get on my calendar, to get on my, buy a program or sign up with me as coaching clients. But it takes time and nurturing. You can't do that with cold traffic, right? Because how can you nurture cold traffic? You need to capture them. You need to build your list, so then you can nurture that. You can't do that with cold traffic. Yeah, you can post stuff online, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or whatever. That's somewhat nurturing, but still, there's so much noise out there that you want them on your email list. So make list building a priority. Then nurture your list. Nurture, build up that know, like, and trust factor with your followers. It will go a long way, okay? Now, I hope this was helpful. If you don't really know about how to, start your list building strategy, if you would like some help, if you would like some guidance on that, please feel free to reach out to me. Go to my website, schedule a complimentary strategy session so we can kind of talk about what list building strategies would be ideal for you, and I can give you some tips on how to get started with that, okay? Now, thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, and I will see you in the next Daily Insights. If you have any comments, if you have any, if you like this episode, share it, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I'll definitely see you in the next Daily Insights tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazingly abundant and successful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.